I'm Justin and I'm back for another weekend cocktail. It's Friday nights. Today I'm going to be making a cherry gin Bramble, which is just a variation on a regular Bramble, which is a gin-based cocktail. I'm going to be using gin. I bought a new bottle today. It's called No. 3 London Dry Gin. So I'm excited to try that. I really like the bottle though, and it wasn't too expensive. I thought the key on it was cute. I'm also going to be using maraschino liqueur, as well as a couple other things to go in it. Obviously some cherries. So, yeah, a little bit about the drink. It actually was invented in the 1980s in London. And it's a bramble is, how I read it, is another word for a blackberry bush there, at least in England. So the drink originally came with blackberry in it. I'm doing a variation that's got cherries instead. I really wanted to do a drink this week with cherries in it. So I'm using frozen cherries because I couldn't find fresh ones. But yeah, so that's the drink I'm going to be making. And it's really good for the sips I had at least. So shaker, I've got a 1/4 cup of cherries. These are frozen, pitted, stemmed. Got an ounce of lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of the maraschino liqueur, and 2 shots of your favorite gin. Next up, I'm just going to be muddling very thoroughly to get those cherries very smashed up. Gotta love muddling. If you don't muddle enough, there's no going back on it once it's poured. So, all right. So I think it's good. Now it's a weird drink. The recipe is like there's no shaking involved. I could have done this in the glass, but you know it says to pour it over ice, so it doesn't really work that way. So I'm muddling it in here. I'm not shaking it or anything. I've got a little glass here. It's just a, this is just a whiskey glass. And I'm gonna strain these ingredients over some crushed ice here. Get all that liquid out. Now, I like things a little sweeter. When I was trying this, like the lemon stood out a little too much for me. So I'm gonna spoon some of this muddled cherry in here as well. Give it a little kick. I'm gonna garnish it because I'm extra with some lemon and one of the cherries and random but a little sprig of mint, a little tiny bit of mint, which doesn't go in the drink, but it looks really cute. So there's my drink. I'm going to give it a little taste. Now, it's known as a spring cocktail and I am ready for spring. Vaccines are rolling out. Everybody's ready for the better weather here. It's been snowy and cold, but it's actually started warming up. So I need this drink right now. So let me give it a little try here. So I will say, I was judging the mint. When you put your mouth down to this, you smell the mint. Definitely adds a little kick to the flavor. But it's definitely that the cherries coming out, the gin pops, works really well together. And then the lemon adds that sour to where you can't just chug these down because this is not a drink you would want to drink down fast with all that gin in there. It's a really good drink though, so I would suggest you try it. There's a lot of variations on the Bramble. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday.